In Karl-Anthony Towns' return to Minnesota, the New York Knicks dominated Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. 133 to 107. And to Leon Rose, I want to say thank you. Because, Leon, you did it again. You robbed another team. You stole Karl-Anthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was unreal in his return to Minnesota. 32 points, 20 rebounds, 6 assists, 10 of 12 from the field, and 5 of 5 from distance. It may be hyperbole to say the New York Knicks won the trade off of one game, but we were saying it the minute after the trade happened, and a performance like this makes us all feel a little bit more vindicated. I know people are like, Marshall, clickbait. No, you know what? Leon Rose, he did do it again. He found a way to turn Julius Randle into Karl-Anthony Towns. 30 and 20. The first time a Knick has done that since Bob McAdoo. Leon Rose, you have done it again, and we should all be thankful that Karl-Anthony Towns is a New York Knick. Show him some love. Show him some love. He has over-delivered. He has been better than expectations, and it means something to have New York in orange and blue paint across his chest. New effing York. That's what Karl-Anthony Towns has done. He has delivered, and I think he is quickly becoming one of the favorite players of any New York Knicks fan. If you're watching today's show, you better type a 32 in the chat and say thank you to the dummy that is the general manager for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thank you. Unbelievable game. It was an unbelievable game. One of the most fun I have ever had watching a Knicks game in December. Mikal Bridges was money. Mikal Bridges has been money all December long. We did a video a couple of days ago talking about Leon Rose's master plan is coming together. And if Mikal Bridges is going to play like this and Karl-Anthony Towns is going to play like that, this team can beat anybody. 4 of 8 from 3. Yes. 29.6 rebounds, 6 assists. We did a watch party for this game, and I said during the game, if Mike Conley is going to be guarding Mikal Bridges, you got to play through Bridges. And they did, and they learned from their mistakes where they did not play through Bridges when he was guarded by Trae Young in the in-season tournament. And they flipped the script, and they adjusted, and they played to their advantage. Mikal Bridges was awesome. He was awesome on offense. He was awesome on defense. He had Ann Edwards and Rikers Island. And him and Karl-Anthony Towns were the straw that stirred the drink for the New York Knicks. It all starts, though, with the unselfishness of this team. The willingness to do whatever it takes to make the extra pass, to pass up a good shot, to get a great shot. Think about it like this. The New York Knicks made 50 shots tonight. 50 times the ball went in the basket for the Knicks tonight. Only 11 of them were non-assist field goals. 39 assists on 50 made shots. This team, this offense is unreal. You just won by 26 points, and Jalen Brunson shot 5 of 14 from the field. But he had 7 dimes, and he set the tone, and he set the table, and he understood the assignment. We're going to play through the guys that give us the best advantage. Brunson has a C-plus game. Josh Hart doesn't play because of personal reasons. And you blow them out. OG Anunoby, I thought, did a really good job on Julius Randle. Randle came out in that first quarter on fire, 15 first-quarter points. But in the second quarter, they switched the matchup. They put OG Anunoby on him, and Randle scored 9 points in the final 3 quarters. 8 of 17, 47%, 50% from 3. But 3 assists, and not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 golden turnovers. 5 turnovers for Julius Randle. One of my favorite plays of the game, Randle has the ball spin move into the lane, right into OG Anunoby's lap. They were reading what he wanted to do before he could do it. And for Randle coming out and saying, it's just another game. Is that why you jacked up 8 shots in the first quarter? It wasn't just another game. This was a game where people on both sides wanted to prove people wrong. And the New York Knicks, they made that happen. Precious Achiuwa started in the place of Josh Hart, and he was awesome. He was everywhere on defense. He finished around the rim, had a couple of steals and blocks, great on the glass, 13 and 10. How many times have y'all seen me show the stats of when Precious Achiuwa started 18 games for the Knicks last year, averaging a double-double? Had to start at an emergency spot because of Hart, and he performed his ass off. Hats off to the big sneeze. It ain't easy being sneezy. Shout out to B. Fitzgerald. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, because if you missed the watch party that we had for this ball game, I feel bad for you. It was a lot of fun. We got to hang out with 20-plus thousand Knicks fans, and we got to watch a thumping that the Knicks put on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't want you to miss another one. So hit that thumbs up icon and subscribe to the channel. Coming up next, we got to talk about Deuce McBride, and we also got to talk about what has sadly become just not a good basketball player right now in Donte DiVincenzo. First, though, I got to give a major shout-out to our proud sponsor, Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and if you use that promo code ChatSports, like you see at the bottom of your screen, you get $20 off your first purchase, where terms do apply. Game Time is the best ticketing app out there. They guarantee that you're going to get the best seat for the lowest price guaranteed. Prices of tickets drop as the events get closer. You get to see your seat view inside the app. You get to access your tickets from your phone. It's easy to resell your tickets as well. It's more than just Knicks games. You go to Giants games. You go to any sporting event. You can go to any concert, theater event, comedy show, anything like that. So download the app, create an account, and use that promo code ChatSports, ChatSports, for $20 off your first purchase, where terms do apply. All that information is clickable down in the comments and the description of today's show. The deuce was loose. The deuce was loose. Maybe I need to stop being a little bit taken aback when I see his stat line after the game. And maybe I just need to digest and realize that this is who he is. A great bench score. 8 dimes for Deuce tonight, though. That was one of my favorite parts about him. The ball was popping around. You get 8 dimes from him. He was awesome. You get 7 dimes from Jalen Brunson, and you get 6 dimes from Cam Payne. 6 plus 7 plus 8. 21 dimes from your 3 point guards that play, if you want to classify McBride as a point guard. Payne shot the piss out of the ball as usual. McBride shot the piss out of the ball. Those guys just bring energy and juice and spunk to this Knicks team off the bench. They keep the offense afloat when Brunson sits down and doesn't miss a beat. And it gives the Knicks another weapon to win a game. Hats off to Jericho Sims as well, man. I thought he played well. Had a couple of nice rim-rocking dunks out of the pick and roll. Couple of posters. And he, as well as Precious Achiuwa, were really key in the defensive effort for the New York Knicks. There was a point in that second quarter where we were halfway through the quarter, and I think they scored 4 points. They ended the quarter, the first one, with 33 points, and they had like 35 points. Still, there was like 5 minutes left in the second. Thibodeau had those boys playing defense. They took pride in the defense. And honestly, I thought it all started because of Jalen Brunson. Draws 2 offensive fouls in the first quarter. He also had a steal on Julius Randle to close the first quarter, where OG Anunoby goes coast to coast and lays it up as the shot clock, or as the game clock buzzes. And after that, I was like, this is going to be a blowout. The Knicks may have lost the first quarter, but it was process over results. Randle went nuclear from the mid-range. That wasn't going to stay up. The Knicks turned it over 6 times, and the T-Wolves made 7 threes in the first quarter. And they only won the first quarter by 1 point. Process over results. They're not going to sustain that. They didn't. I said it was going to be a blowout, and they blew their ass out. I had something missing in my heart watching Donte DiVincenzo play basketball tonight. Stats look good. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. This was all garbage time from Devo. He went from playing 48 minutes in the playoffs for Tom Thibodeau to playing garbage time minutes with the bench for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I hope he gets his confidence back. I really like Donte, and it was sad to see the type of performance he put together tonight before the Garbage time Knicks from Combe Dadier, Matt Ryan, and Ariel Huckporty. This Knicks defense was unbelievable. Unbelievable was the Knicks defense. They scored 107 points, Minnesota, but they scored 33 in the fourth quarter, so 107. They scored 74 points through three quarters, and they scored 33 in the first. So they scored 41 points combined in the second and third quarter. Knicks held them to 20 points in the second and third quarter. Smothering defense. I thought Brunson set the tone, showing he was ready to defend tonight. Then Bridges, Anunoby, and McBride, Precious, Jericho, and even Towns had a couple of nice contests at the rim. This guy is special, and I think we need to start talking about MVP conversation. Whether you want to pencil him in as the MVP favorite or not, that's up to you. But if you're going to talk about early season MVP candidates and you want to be credible and you don't want to be looked at as someone that doesn't know what they're talking about, you got to mention this guy. I could not imagine what this Knicks team would be if they did not make that trade. Leon Rose, you did it again. You did it again. You robbed Portland for Josh Hart. You robbed the Raptors for OG Anunoby. And you have now robbed the Minnesota Timberwolves for Karl-Anthony Towns. Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Carl. And damn, does it feel good to be a New York Knicks fan yet again. Make sure you are following me over on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up icon on your way out. And let's go Knicks!